Bit of hokey. Well guys, welcome back. Halloween camp. It is October the 31st and I found myself up in the sleeve blooms. I sure find that there's worse places to be, isn't there? So this is the setup guys. As per usual, the first thing I do when I arrive is get the tarp up. Once you have the tarp up, anything is possible. It can rain, it can do whatever it likes, but you've got shelter and you're going to stay warm and stay dry, which is very important. So I've got a beautiful little spot here. I'm in the Kuiu Storm Star today. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of the Storm Star tents as Kuiu just had a 50% sale. So let me show you what we have around. It wouldn't be a Banjaxed camper video if we didn't have fungi of some description. So get a load of these guys. You see this. This is what we call coral. Now look, this is what we call coral fungus, and it's absolutely beautiful. And the ground here, I just turn you around, and you'll be able to see the ground here is just littered in coral fungus, and a couple of puffballs there as well. Do you remember the puffballs from the last one? Well, way beyond eating at this stage. There is a relative of the coral mushroom which I was hoping to find here, which is called stag's antler. Looks very similar, but is orange and is often used in the cuisine world for decorative purposes. I'm just going to take you over and let you have a little look at the beautiful falls beside me. Silly me brought water with me. All I had to do was bring my water filter, as we have plenty of water flowing here. And as you can see, that flows down into a nice pool and heads off. This is the start of the mighty River Barrow, the second longest river in the country. So right guys, it's a little bit late in the evening, a few little hiccups on the way, but you're hang on, let's turn you around. Hey, there we go. Yeah, sure, why wouldn't there be hiccups along the way? It's me. So I'm going to sit back and get the stove on. Oh yeah, we have something nice for dinner later. A bit more about that later on. But for the time being, I think it's time for a well-earned coffee. As a friend of mine says, a cappuccino. Yeah, no, baby, no, it's a coffee. Talk to you soon, folks. Bye-bye. Well, back again. Have my cappuccino. Cheers, guys. And I know the camera is showing it deceptively light behind me, but it's actually a lot darker than that in the woods. I'm going to hold off. I want to have a little chat with you about Halloween and what it is, and why we all run around dressed like ghosts and banshees and witches and warlocks and werelocks and werewolves and all that sort of stuff. I better stop talking about werewolves. I'm in the woods. Yeah, so look, I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit darker, and we'll come back and we'll have a wee chat with you about that. We'll tell you all about it, and I'll scare the bejeepers out of myself, and there'll be no need for what was it that they used to use? Oh my god, was it cod liver oil? I don't know, it was something they used to use back in the day to get the bowel working. But by the time I finish this, I'm not going to need anything. I'll chat to you in a few, guys. Well, welcome back, guys. It truly is dark now. So, what's all this Halloween stuff about? Well, it's an ancient Celtic tradition, and I'm proud to say that this little tradition here in Ireland has spread throughout the world, and Halloween is now celebrated everywhere. But in among the celebrations, people forget the meaning of it and why it's here and why do we celebrate it. For me personally, Halloween is my favourite time of the year. I have a connection to it. What can I say? It's the end of the harvest and it's the beginning of the winter. We're giving thanks for the bountiful harvest that we would have had through the summer and the autumn, and we're saying hello to the dark, colder nights of winter, the darker half of the year. And in among the darker half of the year, which starts tomorrow, the 1st of November, today being All Hallows Eve, which is where we get the Halloween from, it's said that the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. That allows the spirits from the other world to come back and visit friends and family. which is a lovely thing really, that they can come back and say hello. Unfortunately, with the good spirits coming back to say hello comes the evil spirits, and they're not nice people, and they're coming back looking for souls to take back with them, I suppose, to curry favour with their master or whatever. So in order to try and avoid the evil spirits, we dressed up, we painted our faces, and we made ourselves look scary, in the hope that when the evil spirit passes by, that he thinks we're one of them and therefore leaves us alone. And every child has done it. I still remember the smell of the plastic masks when I was a child, and a little bit of elastic that would tear the ear off you or get caught in your hair. Oh, that was when I had hair, you know. I did have hair at one time. But yeah, that was they were great days. And we didn't go trick or treating. No. That's an American thing. No, you couldn't go trick or treating. What we did do, we went to look for help with the Halloween party, and true to tradition, we were given nuts, we were given fruit. There was no sweets, there was no money, there was no toffees and no licorice, nothing like that. But that's in keeping with the tradition, because in the olden times, this is the time of fruits and nuts. So you had your hazelnuts and you had your crab apples, you had your sloes. So it was the time for fruits and nuts, and that's why we got our fruits and nuts as a child. It became very Americanized with the trick-or-treating, which doesn't really make any sense to me. But if you want to go trick-or-treating, please do. You know, anything that keeps the child alive has got to be good. Anyways, that was the holy all of Halloween, and my 2 cents worth on it. I'm getting ready for a bit of dinner here, which I'm still not going to tell you about, because it's going to be lovely, even though I forgot something. It wouldn't be a Banjax camper video if I didn't forget something. But yeah, look, we'll be back to you shortly. I'm going to sit back here and chill. I'm still drinking a cappuccino. Cheers, guys. Ouch. It's a hot cappuccino. And I need it hot. It's after getting very chilly. I can actually see my breath on occasion. So look, I'll be back to you in a few, and yeah, take it easy. Well guys, that's the dinner for tonight, burger. But in true Banjax camper form, I forgot something. I had a lovely double Gloucester cheese with chives and garlic. Where is it? Sitting at home in the fridge. But and yeah, I bought a burger sauce. Must have been about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm sure I bought a burger sauce. Went and burger sauce was gone. Who knew? Stuff like that happens. It's crazy. So made my own burger sauce. It is ketchup, sriracha, mustard and mayo, and I have no idea what it tastes like. So yeah, cheers guys. Gonna take a bite out of this and let's see what it's like. Yeah, fingers crossed. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Not too shabby. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and have you watch me stuff my face. So I shall demolish this. Have a second one there. I don't have a massive appetite, despite what the appearance might suggest. But I'll see whether I might even have it later on. I want to get this in now because the rain is due in very shortly and it's supposed to be very heavy. It is now. It's now 8 minutes past 7, and the rain is due in at 7 o'clock, so it's a little bit late, and it's due to be very heavy until about 11 p.m. tonight. So yeah, I want to get some food in just before that started. Okay, I'm gonna get stuck into this, and I'll chat to you in a few. Well lads, that was absolutely gorgeous. I didn't have the second one. Nah, just haven't got the room in the belly just yet. Maybe later on before I go to bed. There's one thing that always guarantees you a good sleep. There's plenty of food, you know. I was thinking there while I was eating, it's not really Halloween related, but kind of is in some way. So certainly in Dublin when I was growing up, bonfires were a big part of Halloween and probably still are. And I'm not exactly sure that they're a good thing anymore. However, back years ago in Leitrim, we had bonfire night, nothing to do with Halloween whatsoever. And it was a big occasion. All the neighbours would gather around and somebody would chuck on a fire and we'd all stand around and be singing, or somebody play a tin whistle, or maybe somebody would play a guitar, and there would be food and all of that sort of good stuff. And I was just thinking about one particular bonfire night, and it's over 40 years ago. My mother, father, uncle, aunt, cousins, neighbours, they were all there, and all having gaiety and great old time. And you know, it just got me thinking that, you know, here we are 40 years on. Only one of the adults that was there that night, we were only children, only one of the adults that was there that night is still with us today. Everybody else has passed on. Just goes to show you how short and how quick life really is, you know. So yeah, my advice is get out, get camping and enjoy it. Okay. Well, I went for a little ramble earlier. Silly thing to do. Yeah, halfway through the ramble, the heavens opened. Now, apart from the legs, yeah, I remain dry. I have a jacket. It's hanging up there. Have a look at that. That's the jacket hanging up to try and dry it a little bit. But in all fairness and fair play to Decathlon, that jacket did not let in a drop of rain. The trousers, on the other hand, now wouldn't exactly be waterproof. I don't know where my waterproof trousers are gone. I searched the house for them this morning and not a sign of them. So when I went on the ramble, I came across a herd of deer. Here I was looking, I seen all these lights. Is there people walking across the mountains or what? Then turned around and realised, what is this? The light from the head torch reflecting off their eyes. That is a good head of deer, maybe about, I don't know, it could have been a dozen or so. And at the same time, a hare pops out and runs up the road. Couldn't tell you when I last saw a hare. It's been years. And the other thing that has surprised me about this evening is the number of midge. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting to see any midge. It's November. I mean, come on lads, will somebody tell them to go home? And under the tarp I have they're not midge, oh what they are, little flies flying around. One of them got into me one of them got into my ear earlier and was buzzing away like a goodo, but yeah, I think I actually stuck my finger in and squashed him. He stopped buzzing anyway. I don't know if you can hear the water coming off the tarp here. That's yeah, so yeah, it's fairly heavy rain. It was expected though. I mean, they did say it was going to rain. Look, so we can't be complaining. Not every camp can be sunshine. To be honest with you, I actually can't wait for a good frosty camp. Nice, cold, crisp weather. You do get a little bit tired of the rain after a while. So I'm going to be turning in shortly. I have some hot chocolate for a bed, Milky Way hot chocolate. Yeah, listen, it's only the best for me, I tell you. And the sleep system is the usual, the Flex Tail Mass, the Rabbit Scent 800 Pro sleeping bag, but I think it's a bit too warm tonight, so I don't think I'll be using it as a sleeping bag. I'll just throw it over me as a quilt. And I do have the Flex Tail pillow, but I have to be honest, I much prefer to use the Thermarest. It's more like a proper pillow, it's more like home, you know. So yeah, I'll have the Thermarest pillow, and that's another thing that's quite warm. Oh yeah, come on, bring on the frosty weather. Can't wait for it. Well, this looks like this could be the first camp that I've actually ever had to bail on, and the reasons for bailing is quite stupid. So bear with me and have a look. I'll get a light on here. Come on, light. Okay. So I went to get the mattress and to inflate it, and I have this, no bung. Now, don't ask me where the bung is gone, but if I have no mattress, I've got no way of staying warm. I've no way of sleeping, particularly on this ground. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it's full of roots. So the mattress was the only thing that was going to keep me right. Oh look guys, I may have to pack this thing up early, and I'll give you a shout when I get back to the van. Well guys, here I am back, 13-14 hours after having to bail. Not a good feeling having to bail. I didn't get a chance to record when I got back to the van. I don't know, it was maybe about 2 miles of a very steep ascent, maybe about, I don't know, perhaps maybe 1,000 foot in driving rain. My lungs wanted to come out and slap me around the head by the time I got there. Terrible thing is that this morning I found a bung on the floor of the van. But yeah, it doesn't feel good having to bail. I've never bailed on a camp before. So that was a first for me. Look, lessons learned. What can I say? Sorry it ended up the way it did. I was hoping to film the old hot chocolates and doing the beer breakfast this morning, but sure, hey look, that's the way it goes. Listen, sorry it was the way it was. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll chat soon. Take care.